ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Cosmoteer, where we are looking at our Queen Anne's Revenge, and I changed it. She now carries 4. Haven't changed the outer side yet. I know. She now has 4 overclocked deck cannons in a broadside configuration. She can still, despite that, reach high speeds, although it is a bit on the low side, and I'm not quite sure it is enough, so I'm going to start off with upgrading the engines. They're easy to upgrade, but there is a minor problem. I mean, problem is simple to fix, right? We just do this. Engine upgraded. We now reach 102 meters a second. The problem is, though, we lack a bit on the radiator side. We only have 2 radiators currently, and we have, although we have a fairly decent heat storage facility now, that's going to be tested the moment we blow up a ship, and yeah, sadly I have to let these 2 go. I'm just worried it's not enough. So I'm going to make some small modifications. We have almost 600,000 credits in stock. Just as a reminder, most of that is reserved for the real fleet that I'm having. Only a minor part is for this fleet. Okay, I can do that. However... Hold on. What did I just do? Okay. We are working in mirror mode. Let's turn mirror mode off. We can do that. We still have more crew members than we need. Well, no, we need a couple more. Let's get an engine there. This gives me double the heat exhaust. Hopefully that'll... Well, no, it's not going to be enough when everything fires, but it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be, folks. You know what? Let's turn you into a triple one. It is a very, very basic warship here. So, yes. However, these 2 engines are now upgraded. Let's do a small run. See what our heat system does. Okay, we can keep up with that, and as you can see, reaching 101 meters a second. Oh, interesting, you ran out of crew there. Okay, yeah. That's set up. Next up, crew. Gunners, tell me. Job priorities. The guns. Operate in projectile weapons. And supply there, okay. Then, this is a 6-man... 4, 8, 16 do I need? Okay, do we have them all? I think so. Okay. I think... Oh, yes, ladies and gentlemen, we're going after this ship immediately. Well, immediately when you depart. I don't want to fight at the station. I mean, in theory, I could, but I risk the station being blown up as well, and I don't want that. I mean... Yes, please. Fighter... may take position behind the ship. Now, we are far enough Target the enemy bridge. I mean, this is what you're here for. Oh, no, my friend. Save attack defaults. Stop that bloody turn. First cannon out. Fighter engage over here. Other cannons. Target destroyed. And it's a very nice ship to take, ladies and gentlemen. I like this. Now let's hope we can actually get away before anything real comes my way. Goodbye, my friends. Goodbye. Don't mind me, I'm just running away quickly. And I'm gone. Diving into a nebula here. Alright. Lost to wanted level. Honestly, I wish... Oh, this is a different one. I mean, a cantaloupe, I'm actually... A cantaloupe I can take, I think, if I get to the side here. Full barrage onto reactor 1, reactor 2. That will disable the... Or maybe even just full barrage at the bridge with the 4 guns. I could do it. But if I fail, I essentially lose to Queen Anne, so I'm not gonna risk it. Not yet. Not yet. Soon, though. I want 1 or 2 more guns before I do that. That said, this was a lovely... Oh my. A lovely raid. I like being a pirate. It's quite profitable too. I mean, 51,000 credits. And that's like half of what we've managed to obtain. Yeah. Let's grab the rest of the resources and sell them. Total cost, 2 cannon shots. This is a bit less profitable here this time. Did you bring anything worthy of being sold? No. Oh, some diamonds. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. 14,000. I mean, yeah. Alright, let's go after the light here, because why not? Warship, move into attack position. Target the bridge. Whoa, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Interesting. Gotta keep that in mind. Alright. Subtlety? No, sir. We don't do subtle. Disengage, maximum speed. Ah, we can find that without a marker. Speed, 100 meters a second. Don't like where this is heading, though. Blackbird, go. Like that. We're splitting up. You're going after Queen Anne. Good. Keep moving, Queen Anne. They are very eager to kill me this time, it seems. We're just gonna keep moving. Like that. We have an unknown contact over here. Alright, let's have some fun. My turn rate is good. Let's do a flyby at that enemy, whatever. Ah, he jumped off. He jumped off. Coward. We should be losing the wanted any minute now. Any minute now. Alright, set of goals over there. That is a nice engagement zone. You will go hunt there. Alright. We lost our pursuers. That took a long time this time. And that for just a tiny little vessel. How rude. Let's see if we have anything. Oh, what's you? Are you one of those warships? No, that's another light year. Yeah, I'm not interested in killing the light years, actually. They're too small. It's like, you know, I'm risking everything here for a very small ship. I don't like that. How are we doing in terms of ammo? Yeah, of course we're doing fine. We only shot like, what, 6 times by now? Okay, let's go towards that jump point. See if we can find... Ooh, what are you? A target practice. That is an interesting target. Well, more interesting, I suppose. Okay, hold on. Let's get into a combat position. Thank you. She's a fast girl, but I'm faster. A level 3 Shamal is near me. Honestly, don't care. As we prepare to open fire. This gun will fire first. Shamal is hailing me. Not a target practice, no, Shamal. What is it? You surrender! We accept your surrender. Nice! Ladies and gentlemen, we just killed a ship and earned some extra cash on the get-go. Which is a bit of a shame in a way, because honestly I had hoped to, you know, kill the target practice, then turn and kill the other one, but this works too. We're quickly jumping out of here. Well, not jumping. My jump drive is too inefficient for that. Like non-existent. Oh shit, run, brother, run! A bit too late there. Should have continued moving to the core. Oh well. The other ship is just scouting currently. Haven't found anything of interest so far. I want to upgrade this ship to have a sensor array, honestly. Is that a warship? No, it's not. Keep moving, keep moving. We still have those warships behind me. If I can damage this ship, if I can kill this ship, fine. If not, well, then not, right? First gun is running out of ammo. Enemy ship is about to return fire, so yikes. Don't want that. This ship is not armored after all. Because these things, they will not matter. Where is my fighter craft? Coming this way slowly. Good. I mean, it's a nice surprise attack here, but... Oh, he's jumping out. Okay, in that case... We still have some ammo. Heat is fine. Speed back up to full. Holy shit. Well played. Did you actually hit me as well? Yeah, I got hit. I got hit in the side. Well played by that AI ship. Blackbird, you found something. A carbon asteroids. Let's continue. Warship in the meanwhile. Oh, hold on. We no longer have... Alright, fighter, come in. Warship, change. Something is hunting us. Or it was. Where did you go? He escapes. Oh well. So, that second shot here, what did we get out of it? Not enough, but it's something. However, our main prize is still located here. And we have a couple of materials here as well, right? Yeah. Let's go. Now, I want to build up this this warship here. Yeah, there she is. So I can actually attack those ships that come into defense. That's my goal. That's my goal here for this ship. Just one. I mean, the fighter is just here really for shits and giggles by now. I like her. That's why I use her. But this is the main firepower. I want to upgrade this ship to not just be able to kill these small ships. No, I want to be able to actually nuke those level 11 ships that come after me. That's the goal, ladies and gentlemen. And I want to reach that goal, preferably this episode. So I have 250, because I only have 400,000 in reserve for the other fleet. That gives me plenty of resources, really, to upgrade Queen Anne and make her the terror she is supposed to be. Yes, I think it's time. I think it's time, ladies and gentlemen. And for that, we're going to hit the repair button first. Thank you. Thank you. Save Queen Anne. Then we're gonna save the campaign. Quit to menu. New game. Creative. Let us start. That is Gatlinicus Maximus. There, that's the one, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay. Let's get designing, ladies and gentlemen. To have a ship capable of fighting off my opponents, I do need to... You can remain. Alright, let's get rid of... Alright, let's get rid of the cargo base as well. Okay. In terms of firepower, I think, honestly, 4 of these heavy guns should be enough, right? What we need is not necessarily more heavy guns. We need to be able to breach the enemy shields. So I need disruptor blasters. I need disruptor cannons. I need basic ions. I need disruptors. I need... Yes. But to get all of those installed, I think she needs to become a bit wider. Like so. Then I want 3 disruptors, 6 disruptors on either side. Well, basic ion blasters, really. And the basic ones, damage versus shields, 2500. The normal disruptor, damage versus shields is 2250. However, it does a normal 100 damage and power drain on hit 06. This one, power drain area is higher, of course, but the drain on hit is only 1. It is. I think it is better, this one. But will they be strong enough to nuke shielding? I don't think so. Honestly, how about installing an 2 EMP missiles? Or maybe just a single. I could also install just a single one to her side here. It will create a weak point though. Yeah, that'll create a weak point. I don't like that idea. And I think I have the iron ones unlocked. They are a bit better still, so let's do that. Okay, 6 iron. I don't like the positioning. I want to spread them out more. 8 in total on each side. Yes, I like that. That's some decent firepower, I think. Reactors. Let's swap into 4 reactor builds. I like that idea. Let's do that. Bridge. Well, control room, really. I think we'll just go for a single one. Let's get that up and running, and let's use the rest of this part of the facility. Okay. Of course, we need a lot of crew members, and we need more ammo than we've been using currently, right? Right, we have to transfer into a ship that can maintain a fight, rather than having a ship that's just hitting and then running. Okay. Okay. Let's install heat pipes here. Because I do like this setup for deheating. Cooling, that's the word. Now, our cooling system is terrible compared to what we need. Obviously. So I need my thermal batteries. But to get, you know what? To get the thermal batteries, let's go to the armory. Because now all of a sudden we need to armor up this baby. And we still need to make sure that we can maintain the high speeds to get in, to hit the enemy, but in case of emergency to disengage. But most importantly, we need to be able to hit hard. And to take a beating, so I'm gonna add shield generators as well. Okay, that's better. Not great. You. I'm gonna do that just because I can. I have a bad feeling about this. I think small shield generators should be enough. 2 small shield generators over there. Then I would love to get a shield generator over here to protect my ass. Protecting your ass is always a good thing. What? What? It is! In more ways than one, isn't it? Okay. Now this ship will be... It will have heavy power though, right now. 4 cannons and disruptors. We got the speed to get in. We got the firepower to do some devastating damage, I think, to an enemy ship. And then, if nothing else, we can disengage again. However, I'm not done yet, folks. I'm not done yet. Fire extinguisher. Yeah, I know how this is gonna go, and I don't like it. Let's do something like that instead. Okay, some of you can actually be attached. Like so. Giving far more things. Things, yes, yes. In other words, my brain just went dead, folks. Okay. Back to the armor. Let's armor you up more. Okay. We're forgetting something, aren't we? Well, yes. So let's remove the armor again. Well, at some point, anyway. 60 crew members. How many do we need for this? 135. Yikes. That's a giant weak spot waiting to happen if I do that. It's still a weak spot. Don't like it. That is better. But if we do this, we might as well do that. 84 crew members. Okay, over here we can only add a single one, but here we can get some doubles. Single crew bunk again. I'm gonna move the door of the reactor and do that. Okay, that's almost 98, it's almost 100. I like that. We're gonna move the engines. We're gonna curse that the engines are not like that. Rah! We still need to access them, that is a shame. In that case, normal thermal batteries over here might be better. Then we are going to cut you away and add here some extra crew members. In fact, let's do that, and let's do that. Although, no, let's... Yeah, of course. Okay. There we have it, 106 crew members. That's not quite the number we are looking for, but I do hope it will be enough. Yeah, something like that. That'll do. It's just, you know, it's just some extra protection here, really, folks. That's all this is. We made a boo-boo. You need to be connected over there. You need to be connected over there. That shield generator needs to be connected up as well. Okay. 88 meters a second. All right, full stop. That is just not acceptable. Now, talking about not being acceptable, is my shield generators overheating? Because they're not connected up. Neither is this engine. Sloppy work, my friend. Sloppy work. Back over here. Losing some crew members here, but at least we can up that. Okay. We don't have any cooling installed, and honestly, I don't like the design of this. That's more fun. Okay. How am I going to upgrade this ship so she can go faster? Because remember, I do want her to be able to outrun my enemies in case of emergency. That, and I do need... you can't fit there. One over there, one over there. You're fine as well. I suppose you can be fine if I don't overclock you. This gives me 90,000 heat storage. That is not a lot. But it should be enough. Okay. Thrusters. Right now we're using these huge thrusters. Overclocked 16,000 thrusts. You give it 10,000 thrust on this one. Thruster buff plus 100%. I mean... if I just do that. Get the engine powered up. That gives me 90, but look at that. That is a problem, of course. You run out of engine power almost immediately. So let's add some fuel pods. Bring those engines online, brother. All right. 96. It's faster. Yes. Not by much. Now, U-12. Please man the guns. That should be 3. Okay, you. Oh, these are, of course, all manned as well. Yeah, then we need a couple more gunners. Okay. Heat is fine, speed is not. We could throw another MRT engine here to the side. I wonder, actually. That works for both, but it will drain the energy of both as well, right? Yeah, that's bad. Yeah, you don't want to do that. Something like that with fuel extenders. Should have lowered the heat generation as well a bit. Hello. All right. I need a dedicated engine crew for this. Let's go. 102 meters a second, ladies and gentlemen. We got it. However, look at how quickly the engines run out. We can't maintain. We can't maintain that speed. We need to find a way to maintain speed. And the only way to do that, I think, is to get rid of you. I want 2 capacitors over there that are overclocked, with connections to the engines. I lost some crew members due to that, but if I install you over there and remove you two, do that. Overclock these two reactors, please. Okay, let's do another engine test. Go. $100, 102. Some of the outer engines are dropping every now and then, but it's not much. And our speed, yeah, consistent speed here. Mostly consistent. That is good, because we need that in order to escape. Although, when we do this, our engines, we're pretty much using the entire crew, right? I see one crew member doing other stuff. Everyone else is trying to keep the engines running. Also, we don't stop quickly. That is a problem. Not the end of the world, but it is a problem. I want you two over here. Can I add more crew members somehow? I think I can. 3. Don't want to use that space. We can use you. Add a new door. Love to add you. And do that. Okay. New role. Shield tenders. Priorities. Set all priorities to 0. Except for supplying shield generators and extinguishing fires. You two. You two. You 4. Your mission is to tend to the shields. If the other crew is occupied with other stuff, and well, they will be. Come on. Yeah, there's still some red crew members doing this. Oddly enough, what's up with that? Edit row. Job priorities. Only fairly low. Okay. Interesting. You would think that these girls, with their high priority to supply batteries... Oh, it's the wrong shield generator, of course. Figured it out. Let's try that again. Give me an engine. Yeah, now they're actually doing their thing. They keep the shields running. Here is an error with the reactor. There we go. This reactor has an error as well. Okay, that's better. Look at that, the shields remain intact. Only a couple of crew members were necessary for it. Extra. They'll keep the shields running while the rest of the ship prepares for combat. I'm not sure these guns will be able to fire after two... Alright, let's get a simple system guard in. Now, a system guard, of course, is a ship that is guarding my space station. It's a heavy point defense ship, really, but it will not be able to withstand the firepower of this magnitude, I can promise you that. Especially not if you don't get all your guns to bear, mate. Get all your guns to bear, please. Little guy. Yeah, look at the disruptor shots. They're not shooting. Which, of course, is terrible. That was fun, though. Shield generator fails. Okay, why does this shield generator... You're next to a reactor, essentially. So that is that. Yikes. Let's move these guns. Shield generator is being recharged ever so slowly. Need to armor this up, okay. Because that is really bad for my engine if that happens. Okay, disruptors are working now. Which is good. Why, hello there. I mean, they're not the biggest shield killers all around. There are far better alternatives, but... they're what I'm going for, and they do work. They do stack up. Okay, we're out of main gun ammo. But I believe the system guard is pretty much dead, right? Yeah. Yeah, pretty much dead. Okay, so... We need ammo. So we can actually do that. Okay, yeah, the broadsiding capabilities do seem to work now. Then we need to repair everything, of course, and let's armor up this little monster, like so. Yeah, I do want some extra protection in some points. Like that. We can still fire the disruptors, but holy shit, there's really nothing left of this ship now. Subtle, eh? Subtle. Restock all resources, please. Okay. Now, build-in ships, fringe, defense, I take it? No, defense are the small defensive station, combat ships. Cost from low to high. What are you? Cutthroat, Axle, Chimney Bug. Interesting. Are they that not black and bruised either? A toad fine? Well, we fought a toad fine before. Ooh. Spline Tooth? We're getting in the range of the ships that we're looking for, I think. Raptor. Yikes. I think these are too much. Holy. Shrikato. Hydra. Interesting. Poor York. Wasn't this one of the ships that we were facing? I think so. Now, looking at this, there is no way in hell my ship is strong enough for this. No way in hell. But we're gonna try it anyway. Allegiance, player 2, you will engage. Let's assume for a second we get caught off guard in that regard. What do we face? We face a ton, and I do mean a ton of cannons. That's insane. My disruptors will return fire, but yeah, that will hardly matter, right? They're shooting at the side cannons and not at the shields. There we go, first shield hits. But my shields are gone. And my cannons have not even started rotating yet. Let's focus fire. Yeah, no chance. This ship is so much more expensive as well. 600,000. I'm trying to design something of 200,000 as a pirate ship here. That's just not cutting it, is it? I mean, once we breach these shields, we will do nice damage. Yes. The problem is breaching the shields. How about adding a point defense rather than the disruptors? Remove half of the disruptors and add more, well, add some point defense guns. If we can still shoot here, that would be kind of nice. Can we? No. Alright, let's continue the turn then. Of course, my shield, yeah, look at that. My shield's already, yeah, I need... The enemy shields are gone as well. My disruptors are working. That's a fact. That is 3 shots. Missing one. There they go. Alright, second of my bombardments. Yeah, okay. What is your weak spot? Well, obviously getting, if I can get behind this ship, that is a major weak spot. Okay. Defense. I do have you unlocked. So let's replace, like I said, half of my disruptors with point defense. Let's add a serious small point defense battery over there and over there. Java, I don't want to upgrade you. Go away. Okay. Restock all resources. And we have a fire. But what we also have now is point defense. It will not help a lot. It will help some, right? Okay, hold on. York, go away. That's where were you? Come on. Oh, you muppets. I'm a professional, folks. I'm a professional. There you are. Repair everything. Restock all resources. Alright, let's assume we cannot escape. Move both ships into a reasonably fair starting position. You, Allegiance Player 2, AI, let's set it to easy. I want to try to get past you. There go my disruptors. Finally. And they miss. How can you miss? Alright, your mission now is try to get behind the enemy. Just using broad speed did not work. Alright, let's focus fire here on the side. Yes. His aft shield is actually taking some hits as well now. That's good. That is good. Okay, my ship's coming around for another pass. My ship is on fire. I can't see where anymore. Oh, there. And let's take a look at my bombardment here. Nice, but not nice enough. Yeah, my cannons lack the... they get great alpha damage. After that, the reloading is terrible. Not to mention, now the heat system is holding. That was close, though. Ooh. But we continue to blast in that section. The question is if we can knock this ship down. A good hit, but not good enough. I think, ladies and gentlemen, that this is not the way to do it. I think this is not the way to do it. Alright, plan B. Please cease fire. And that's a shame, because plan B means a lot of modifications that need to be made. Let's install the railguns over there. 4, 5, 6. Loader. Then. You know what? Let's just do that for a moment. Okay. Okay, that's it. You have one. You have one. 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 Only one. And only one. Why are you sucking up so much heat? Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Then we need to open up said entrances. Otherwise, we'll be in trouble. Okay, now we can actually reload said railgun. Or, well, railguns. That's not the right one. Is it? No, it's not. That's the one we wanted. Thank you. Save attack defaults. Okay, there we go. I know I haven't protected the railguns yet. I just want to see what kind of damage they can do. I mean, it's 2 railguns. It should be decent. I hate losing the cannons, though. The cannons were fun. Okay, there they come. Two shields down. That's it. And the enemy is closing awfully fast. I need better reverse thrust for this joke. Get these engines... Yeah, the complete setup of the ship needs to be different for this. It can still work. What was... Oh, we still have one cannon. Okay. The fact that that cannon is shooting is a bad sign. This means the enemy is in cannon range. Railguns, for the love of God, shoot. I suppose, yeah, my cannon did hit something. These shields are a bit down. Yeah. Okay, I believe that is a failure. Okay, back to the drawing board. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. And believe it or not, it's been a bloody long time. We have something that somewhat works, I suppose. Let me restock all the resources. So, rather than having the cannons, I just tugged in 4 railguns. Each railgun is overclocked. And... yeah, by overclocking the railgun, 20,000 damage a shot. Penetration, yeah, it's of course a charge up before firing stops penetration once damage potential is exhausted. Yeah, in theory we can fire 12 shots before the system overheats completely. It is doable. Here we see the poor Yorick after it got blown up. Restock all resources. Reset crew. Alright, Yorick is... okay, hold on. AI is none... okay, yeah, he is attacking me. Let us counterattack immediately. Let's show what we can do with this. It's not a definitive win. We simply lack the reverse thrusters for that. But, as you can see... one railgun is spinning up currently. Only one. That is a very bad start. Yeah, we're not going to win this one, are we? We need to fire all the railguns to have a chance. Oh, of course. You muppets. Open fire. All railguns. That one was on me. You are still on paused because you were overheating during the last test. Bang! Look at that. We breached up to halfway on the enemy ship. Sadly, yeah, we already got into cannon range here. This is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt a lot. Me, not them. The shields will hold for a little while, but... and we have some backwards point defense here that eventually starts shooting, but all in all, it's not effective currently. Just been working on getting the main weapons up and running. But here comes my next salvo. Enemy disruptors are now in range, so my shield generators will go down very quickly now. There's my shot. Enemy reactor blown up. So 2 salvos. And the York is done for. The problem, though, is this. York's speed is still very high, and we are within weapon range. Well within weapon range, I might add. Now, luckily, I have a secondary shield generator. However, that will not last long. And the problem is, yeah, there we go. Cannon rounds are hitting my railguns. Ceasefire, you know what? Railguns off. evacuate the crew, because these railguns are gonna blow up before I get out of weapon range. There we go. First one is already blowing up. Luckily, they don't take each other along. I think in that case, only a single one will go up in flames and not two. Still, yeah, that is bad. That is bad, folks. I mean, and we're still doing what? We're only doing 16 meters a second, and both of my engines here have been cut. So, we got the firepower to destroy York. We don't have the defensive capability to survive. Here, player 2 as well, right? Yeah. Ceasefire. And that's the bloody thing. So, let's get you fixed up again. Restock all resources. Let's get you over here again. It's not a bad ship, but it's not quite performing just yet. But we're getting there, folks. We're getting there. And that's good, because this bloody thing is expensive. It will be one of the most expensive ships in this campaign so far. Activate railguns again. Okay. So, we need to protect some stuff. Now, to protect the engines, this will suffice. But these engines, I need to be able to move backwards faster. I know how to do it. In theory. Huge thrusters. I could go for the RT ones, but that may be a bit much. Not to mention that I have to remove all that lovely armor again that I just placed. Don't want to do that. 4,000. Okay. Queen Anne's Revenge. Meet York. Allegiance. Player 1. You will come in at breakneck speeds. You will try to defend yourself. Let us hope we can do it. Speed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We need to reach at least 20 meters a second. In the reverse. Guns loading. We're doing 30 meters a second backwards, almost. Enemy is still closing rapidly, of course. There, shots out. Terrible damage to the center of the York. And let's take a look at my heat dissipation. It's only 3 radiators. But we have a lot of single cell thermal batteries. And as you can see, they are draining. If we can drain roughly half, we need to drain that last pip now. Come on. Get it drained before the guns fire. just on the slow side with the draining. But, yeah. Enemy guns have not fired, ladies and gentlemen, and the enemy target has been destroyed. That does it. Ooh, enemy is shooting, finally, but too little, too late. Okay, now we can actually survive. Oh, look at that, the third shot. And we are seriously overheating the guns now, so let's pause them. Now you may wonder, why don't I add more dissipation and stuff like that, but I do try to keep the cost down. This is already very expensive. Ooh, yeah, the over... Oh, look at that. No serious damage. There is some over here, though. Okay, fair. I try to keep the costs a bit on the lower side. I mean... less is good in this regard, I think. We don't want the cost to go over the top. And this thing is expensive. I mean, yes, let's overwrite that. Yeah, this is 1 million. And that's the bloody problem. Yes, I can design a ship that can beat to York like that. Every idiot can. And that's the problem. Yes, this ship works, but I need to come up with a design that does the same, but is cheaper. We'll do that next episode, though, ladies and gentlemen, because I have no clue how to do that right now. I could essentially copy the York and just go a couple of heavy cannons. I mean, this railgun is, of course, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 pieces, 7.5k each. I mean, you can add a lot of cannons for that money. You can add even a lot of large cannons for that money. Maybe even, you know, get a giant-ass chain gun. 2 giant-ass chain guns. Yeah, we're gonna try, ladies and gentlemen, to get this to work, to defeat this enemy. But the costs must be a lot lower. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 12. 24 cannons. And a couple of disruptors that are annoying, but it's 24 cannons. Yeah. This works. But it's too expensive. I say, for number 3, we need to get rid of this again. I'm sorry. I don't like it. Well, let's end the episode here, shall we? So, and until then, yo ho, a pirate's life for me. Poof.